Hey there Retro fans, it's Retro Martin here. In this video we're going to be looking at the new game Bomb Rush Cyberfunk and seeing how it compares to its spiritual predecessor Jet Set Radio. So at first look, the game's aesthetic is really nice. It's got the same cel-shaded quality, lots of really colourful characters in it, and it plays very similarly to Jet Set Radio. The premise is essentially you go around spray painting things just like in Jet Set Radio. It's a little bit different in that instead of using the joystick in certain ways on screen, with this you just point the joystick in the correct direction that it's going, and there just doesn't appear to be any sort of failure because you can just move the stick round repeatedly until you get the right one, and you can take as long as you want with it. So in that element the game is a lot less challenging, which I think actually hurts it a little bit. However, like, the theme is still there. There's still plenty of stuff to spray paint. There's loads of new bits that you can pick out, new graffitis to pick out, which is pretty good. There are a few new features. There's a dash feature, as you've probably seen in the video as you've been watching. This doesn't really make or break the game in any way, shape or form, but it can be handy. There's also a slide technique, and rather than all the characters being on futuristic jet roller skates, every character has different things. You start off the intro with you using rollerblades, but eventually you end up where your main character goes on a skateboard, another character on blades, the other one on a BMX bike. So there is a little bit of difference there aesthetically, which is quite nice. Otherwise, the game is essentially the same. You go around various maps and try and spray paint to get rep, to be able to fight the crew that you're trying to get to. So in that respect, the game is very similar. Anyone that's played Jet Set Radio or Jet Set Radio Future or Jet Grind Radio if you're in America will be right at home with this. They'll find it slightly easier on the spray painting front, probably a little bit different, if not harder, on the platforming front, as some of the tricks can be a little bit hard to pull off, which I felt was a similar issue on Jet Set Radio as well. But otherwise, you should be able to slot in and play this quite easily. Musically, the game is absolutely fantastic. Hideki Naganuma is back on board for the music, and while I don't think it quite hits the same dizzy heights of catchiness as Jet Set Radio and Jet Set Radio Future, there's more than enough on offer here with loads of different musical styles, and music is, as you expect, it's just brilliant all round.
Yeah, baby, I'm a funk phenomenon. Yeah, baby, I'm a funk. Yeah, baby, I'm a funk. Yeah, baby, I'm a funk.
Keeps turning, lies keep turning, I see burning. Fire desire required, I'm blessed as 3 sermons. Speaking that breeze, the burn me.
Another nice new feature is the mobile phone as well, which you can use as a map to get text messages with little hints on. You can use a camera and a photo function and also look at any graffiti that you've picked up, because new graffiti sprays will allow you to do different murals depending on which way you do the stick first. So that's a nice new feature. But otherwise, as a game, it's really enjoyable on its own merits. It's clear that if this had been an official Sega product, this would be Jet Set Radio 3. I can't make any bones about that. It very much is a very similar, if not the same type of game. Is it better? It's lacking a little bit the character of Jet Set Radio, but overall it is a really good game. I would urge you to try it out and see for yourself. It's certainly a good return, seeing as we've not had a new Jet Set Radio game in ages. So this will do absolutely fine for the time being. So the team have done an excellent job on bringing that style of game back. So yeah, you should go out and try it. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and please do try Bomb Rush Cyberfunk.